Hello, 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 beautiful unicorns. Yana Kasperczak coming to you fashionably late from Ontario of Canada as your certified professional performance and spiritual awakening core energy coach. It has been my soul's purpose to help women, to help you get your shit together so you can break free from the mental prison you find yourself in, so you can build a business, a life, and or a career that you are obsessed with. And the way that I help women help you do that on Mondays is tap into that spiritual part of you, that intuitive part of you, that perhaps even got you to listen to this video, to this podcast, and watch it and see what is the divine guidance that you're looking for through today's deck of cards, which is Shaman's Dream Oracle deck. One of my favorite decks as well. As you know, I have quite a few. Some of them I haven't even pulled out yet. I feel like connection is very important when it comes to card readings and anything that we do. So these are the cards, the decks that I have been most connected to, and that's why I keep bringing them up. So without further ado, I'll keep it as short and sweet as I can, straight to the point, since I'm already, like I said, fashionably late. And some of you do know why, because some of you are already in our Imposter Banishing Quest quest. And I was recording our second last lesson, which is a really, really powerful one, which just really putting together healthy habits and identifying and creating the life that you really want, and understanding everything that encompasses underneath that umbrella of a healthy lifestyle. So, but I know all of you are here for this divine guidance of this deck, and today this is the message that is for us. It looks like a beautiful moth. Dances on one foot, balancing act. Do you feel like you dance on one foot? That you're just maybe even struggling to put one foot in front of the other, and that no matter which step you take, it just feels like it's the wrong one? That's what I feel like this card is really trying to say, is like you might feel like you're just dancing on one foot, and even though you're trying to do all the right things, that they all feel wrong. And they all feel wrong because perhaps the end result is not what you were expecting or wanting, which often actually means that you're not living your life authentically, and you're not doing the things that are in alignment with you, with who you truly are and who you truly want and desire to be, who you're in the process of becoming, and perhaps are doing things that you think are going to help you become that person. But also it might be coming from your assumption of this is what you must do in order for you to become that person, because the deep understanding of what it takes in order for you to become that version of you that you want to become is not fully there. Or it might be avoidance and procrastination and self-sabotage, that you're doing all the things to keep yourself busy and doing and achieving and occupied, but they're not in your true alignment with not only who you truly are, but who you are meant to be. In other words, you're playing small and avoiding doing the very work that is going to help you grow into that person that you desire of being and living the life that you desire. So now let's see what the actual card says on here. Page 9. It's a nice number, isn't it? Dances on one foot, balancing act. This is a moth as well. Yeah, I would imagine that. I'm pretty sure it's a moth, and it looks like it's in the nighttime. And I'm not sure what this is on top here. It almost looks like a a flower that's hold on to, but it's a beautiful card. I love moths. I love butterflies. Dances on one foot, balancing act, resourcefulness, saying yes to life, actually living and not waiting to live. Interestingly enough, I just covered quite a bit of this in the Impossible Vanishing Quest, Mission 11, aka Lesson 11. When dances on one foot shows up, you're called to find a new balance. Because what you're doing so far ain't working. As I just finished saying, that if you keep doing the same things over and over again, and yet you desire for a different type of a life, different experiences, then what makes you think that by doing the same thing over and over again, it's going to bring you to those things? In order for you to live the life you never lived, to have the things you never had, you got to do the things you've never done. You got to go places you've never been. Just as a dancer moves gracefully into each pose, no matter how precariously balanced a step might seem, you must bring equanimity. English is my second language, don't laugh. Equanimity to the situation before you, no matter how thorny or difficult a relationship seems. So, no matter how impossible it might seem, no matter how hard it might seem, no matter how much your inner self screams, I can't, I don't want to, I don't feel like it. Everything that you want is going to be on the other side of that internal battle that you're facing, that you're avoiding. It's going to be on the other side. If you don't want to do something, question why. What do you get out of not doing it? And what do you get out of doing it? What do you get out of you overcoming your I can'ts, I don't want to's, I don't feel like it? What's on the other side of it? And then you can actually perhaps see that your fears, you see yourself, maybe even for the first time ever. If you are putting too much effort into managing your life, work, relationship, family, and digital media, you are missing the point. You have to be dancing while juggling your entire life, knowing that at any one time, half of it is going to be up in the air. The way I would put it is that no matter what it is that you're doing, whether you are managing your life or figuring out your life or figuring out who you are, which is the starting point for all of us, actually. If you don't know who you are, then how would you know what kind of life you want, what kind of work you want, what kind of relationships you want? You got to know who you are. So if you're managing your life, your work, your relationships, your family, digital media, you're really missing the point. And the point is that all of that is a journey. And if you're not enjoying the journey, if you're not happy with your day-to-day, with what the journey entails, you got to change that. You got to change those parts that are not in alignment with what brings you joy and helps you to become obsessed with your life every day. Because you do get to live just one life, but it's not just one life, it's a life. And you want to live a life that you are obsessed with, that you love, that you're excited to wake up to every day and really truly feel excited and inspired by your own life, of your own life, and not wish to have a different kind of life. And that is a journey itself. So if you're not enjoying the journey, what would you do differently? just one thing that you would do differently that will help you to enjoy the journey, that will help you to enjoy your everyday, help you to feel alive and whole and obsessed with your life. Just one thing. It doesn't have to be everything. It can be just one thing. And if you gotta feel like you're dancing, because when you're dancing, you really love and you're in the moment and you are grounded and you're centered. That is how I would define obsession. It's like you're dancing and you're loving and enjoying every moment of your journey, of your life. It's not that you are doing too much and find it impossible to catch up. Rather, it's that you are confusing readiness with preparation. You will never ever be fully prepared for all the challenges in life, but you can be ready to say yes to a new invitation the universe offers you. What is that new invitation that the universe is offering you? If you're not sure, pause and think about it. What is that next thing that is calling you that will help you to get to that emotional stage of your life where you are obsessed, where you love your life? What is that next thing that is going to help you get there, that is calling you? Live in a state of yes to spirit and no to everything not infused with life, romance, vitality, and the sacred. Everything that feels in alignment, everything that breathes life into you, say yes. Everything that sucks life out of you, say no. Yes, some of you are probably thinking or saying, well, Yana, it's easier said than done. No, it's not. Initially, yes, it might be hard to say no to those things because you're not used to it. And anytime you do something new that you're not used to, chances are because you don't want to hurt somebody's feelings or emotions, because you think they can't handle it, assumption that you're making, it's going to be hard, yes. But in the end, you got to learn who's more important, you or them, you or that experience that you really don't want. And when you learn to choose yourself, the yes becomes easy. And the no becomes even easier. Yes to you and no to them, no to that thing or experience. You will be surprised by how quickly your load lightens when you hold true to this lesson. Boundaries is another one. You got to set those things in place and stick to them. You are challenged now to work with the resources available to you and not be seduced by the belief, if I only had more time, if I only had more energy, if I only had more willpower, if I only had more money, if I only had more happiness. Because what you're really saying is that you don't have it. And when you speak of lack, you're going to have lack. To speak into abundance, you can have abundance. Watch what you're breathing life into. Pay attention. Take note of what you're breathing life into. Lack, abundance. Happiness and joy, or sadness and sorrow, or grief. Pay attention. Life has provided you with everything you need to accomplish your goals and fulfill your mission. You're here for a reason. You got a purpose. And if you already fulfilled your purpose, you would no longer be here. Because life finds a way for those who have fulfilled their purpose to make a graceful and beautiful exit, even though it might not sound like that to many of us. But even the loss of the twins that we went through, they served their purpose. They did. They taught me some of the most valuable lessons in life. And one of the biggest ones was love myself And the question that I would love to ask you, that I actually love asking everyone ever since I became aware of this question and I learned this question, is if I ask you to name all of the things that you love in this whole entire world, all of the things that you love, how long would it take you to name yourself, to put yourself on that list? Honestly, I've heard a response of, I can't even think of anything to put on that list. How many of you can resonate with that? Now, that used to be me as well. And then I heard a response of, yeah, I'll be in the top 10. And of course, somewhere in between, right? And then the best response, which I actually don't hear very often, mostly because of the work that I do, because women need to get to that point, but they all start from not even knowing who they are. So if you don't even know who you are, how do you even know that you love yourself? How can you even be on the top of the list? To then, I will be the first one on that list because I really truly love myself. So where are you on this list, on the spectrum? Would you name yourself at all? Do you even know the things that you love? Are you on that list? Are you on the top? Are you at the bottom? Or are you not ready to put yourself on that list just yet? No matter where you are, it's absolutely okay. It's part of the journey, it's part of the process. With the end result and goal being you want to be at the top of that list. It's going to involve a little bit of work. And you get to choose what that work entails. If for some of you, I know the choice is going through our imposter banishing quest. If that is your choice, great. And you're seeing where you are, and as you're going through it, and as you're getting close to the end of the quest, that you're going through on your own pace, in your own way. For the rest of you, you have mentors, you have people that you admire, that you're learning from, and you're following essentially their path, their journey. Whether it's a clear one, usually you're only going to get a clear one with a paid version. You're only going to get limited access to anything that is for free. And I'm sure you already know that. And I've done the free option for longer than I'd like to admit. And then I learned the value of investing in myself. So I started investing into one, next, over and over and over again. And I continue to do that. And an investment doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be an arm and a leg. It can be as simple as a book. And you can even go to a thrift store and get very, very cheap book or books, because it's hard to just pick one sometimes. Okay, so let's finish with this reading for today. So what's the message that you're carrying when it comes to, or the belief that you're carrying? If I only had more, what? Finish the sentence. If you only had more, what? And that will help you to see one of your biggest blocks that you carry. Life has provided you with everything you need to accomplish your goals and fulfill your mission. When it feels like you are losing your balance, do not contract. Holding your arms close to your chest, for you will fall. Instead, reach out and extend them fully, saying yes to Spirit's steadying hand. In other words, trust the universe. Trust yourself. Trust that everything will work out, because it always has. If you need more proof, what's better proof than reflecting on your own life? That you've had times and moments where you thought this was the end, everything was lost, to now everything is perfect, everything works out. Reflect and see the magic that you have already lived through. And that is more than enough proof. So that is all for the reading that I wanted to do and share with you. Like I said, it's going to be fairly short and sweet and to the point. Sometimes it's good to be fashionably late, I guess. Otherwise, I'll see you all next Monday at 11:45. I do plan on being on time next Monday, but no promises for now. But going forward, that is my intention. It's important for me to finish the recording of all the lessons for the mission, for the quest, for the imposter banishing quest, and yeah, anyways, that's all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I will be seeing you all next week. Some of you maybe I'll see tomorrow at the Sacred Circle that I'll be hosting at 10 a.m. Eastern Time on Zoom. And if you're interested and you haven't joined yet, you'll see, if you go to the featured section, you'll see there's a post where there's a link. You can register for the Sacred Circle for women, and you'll receive a link to join, and then you join, you check it out, and experience the meditations that I do and the burn ceremony that I do right after the meditation. And there's a little bit of share before and a little bit of after. That's it. That's really just the bird's eye view of the Sacred Circle. But it is a place to connect with like-minded women and release and embody the things that you want, release the things that you don't want, and embody and bring in the things that you do want. That is always the goal of every Sacred Circle that I host every Tuesday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. So I'll see you either at the Sacred Circle or next week at 11:45 a.m. Eastern Time for another one of these weekly card readings that I do to help you get your week started on the right foot, on the right side of the bed, so to speak. Until next time, thank you everybody who was on here live, and thank you for all of you who will be watching the replay, and welcome to all of the brand spanking new members to our group, our tribe, our community. We really hope that you love it, and if not, let us know how we can improve it and make it even a more powerful place for each and every one of you. Until we see each other next time, have an amazing rest of your day. Bye.